to reach this level of my career, I take this quite personally, not just for me, but imagine for other photographers and other artists who nobody knows or who are trying to come up, who face the similar challenges. So with that said, from me, it's still a conversation that needs to continue. Just because there's been one post shared and a couple messages sent, it's not the end of the conversation. And I do believe having a clear and concise sort of unpacking of what has gone down, I think this is quite relevant. So with that said, I just want to say thank you to all of you, and please stay posted because I will be continuing this conversation.
So in 2014, curator Simon Njami engaged Ethiopian artist/photographer Aïda Muluneh to interpret Dante's Inferno for an exhibition at the Smithsonian National Museum of African Art. In her artist statement, Muluneh describes her Inferno as the great existence of her country's past, but also our individual pain. On Twitter, African Women in Photography account noticed the far too similar image created by the Italian photographer Andrea Sacchetti, which was part of a group exhibition at the 2021 Milan Photo Festival. The Istituto Italiano Fotografia assigned the students to interpret Dante's Inferno, so Sacchetti undisputably plagiarized Muluneh without permission. Sacchetti images lack emotional intensity, technical excellence compared to Muluneh's original. After hundreds of retweets, the festival said, acknowledging the identical image, however, there was no will to plagiarize against such a prestigious author, and Sacchetti apologized. Okay, family, so this is just another account of a foreign peoples taking from the original peoples and trying to pass it off as their own. Some of the quote-unquote most infamous artists, like Picasso, openly steals from ancient African arts, and he has become famous for doing so. We see this in entertainment, like the Oscar Award, the figure. That's ancient African. We see this all the time. The medical symbol, African. The swastika. You guessed it. So this is nothing new, but it wouldn't have been any problem if nobody spoke up. The Istituto Italiano Fotografia, that place, right, would have never acknowledged that they knew that Muluneh was such a prestigious author. They would have never acknowledged it if nobody else did. Do you see what I mean? They steal everything, man. I'm being respectable. They steal everything. It's what they do. It's what they do. And they don't mind getting the praise. What they don't want is to be exposed. That's because they know what they're doing. They know it's trash. They know it's trash. But yet they continue to do it. But let's continue. I got my notes. This shows the height of privilege for a student to plagiarize a famous African artist and still have the continued support of a European photo festival. The continued exhibition of Sachetti's work gives tacit approval to others to commit the same infraction without consequence. Like I was saying, it's okay. You knew that Muluneh was this is your word, a prestigious author and artist. But you did not do anything, say anything, deny anything when it comes to the Italian bread Sacchetti. But you know Muluneh's work. You know it. Hundreds of other people know it. And you're responsible to make sure that everything that comes through there is authentic, original to the artist. That way shit like this doesn't happen, right? But since nobody said nothing, it was okay. As I was speaking, you should see the artwork that has Picasso. I use Picasso. I use a little bit of everything from plagiarized ancient African works. Period. And this is why these videos I've done on critical race theory in the education system. This is what I'm saying. The proof is in the pudding. You see what I'm saying? It's in front of us. You can't argue with me. You can't argue with the actions that are actual factuals. You'll erase us and replace us and make it throughout history that it was y'all, whatever form, person, you know. This is what y'all do. This is history. This is going out through history. We know this. If you haven't been living under a rock, you know what I'm saying is true. And if you don't, you've been living under a rock, you might as well go back under there because it's going to get a little uncomfortable over here. So, Sacchetti apologized. The photo festival apologized. But both of them acknowledged that they knew Muluneh's work because they quote unquote called the artist prestigious, famous. And your job, you know what your job is, to make sure everything's authentic and the artist's work, nobody else's. That's your job, to hold these festivals. You know, you should be on top of your game. And I think you was. You just, since nobody else said anything and exposed it, why say anything? Let this thief, pretty much, take the credit, get the credit. Oh, but we got exposed, so now we got to apologize. And we try to throw it in there. But we acknowledge that we know Muluneh's work. That's why the apologies don't matter when you know it's bullshit. You see what I'm saying? You know it's bullshit. But yeah, this shit. The link to the story will be in the description. You have to check out the description, and you can go to the link and read the full articles yourself. That being said, family, I strike again. Come to show light on how shit go around here. It is what it is, man. Peace.